Let's talk about the truth behind trending stories. So right now in America, we've got the new stimulus bill that is stalled and is taking way too long. And as usual, politics are a great part of the reason why there is a delay. And it's just unfortunate to see. We've got a situation where Americans who are on unemployment, who many of whom are severely affected economically by the pandemic, and they're really surviving based on this extra $600 per week benefit that ends now. And essentially there's talk of the additional benefit being $200 instead of $600. To a lot of people, that means they can't pay their rent, can't survive. The key is to get something passed and implemented ASAP. And it's unfortunate. And I would say that it's reckless for political leaders who we've all elected to not pass a new bill earlier and wait until this unemployment benefit expires before getting to the stage where now we're probably a few weeks away from a new bill passing. And so everybody's stuck at this point where their income suddenly drops dramatically. They were struggling before, now they're struggling even more. And not only are they struggling, but no one has any idea how much this extra kind of unemployment benefit kicker will be, if it'll be $200, if it'll be closer to $600. So how the heck can you manage your budget with this uncertainty? Not only that, but a lot of businesses have just burned through the PPP program cash in rehiring employees. That money's just basically evaporated into salaries, and things haven't gone as planned with reopening, and their budget's still not stable. Mostly talking about smaller companies that are struggling. Again, the money's gone. And even if it gets forgiven, which is great, that helped a lot. But now what? Do they close? So there's talk of a second round of these PPP, Paycheck Protection Program loans, which is great. That helps American families. That helps people. That's what we need. That's on the table, which is good. It's just very disappointing that it couldn't have happened already, that there are stalls and disagreements. And if only we could get to the point in America where there's some bipartisan cooperation, collaboration to get things done when we're in the midst of this public health emergency. And we're not just talking about a risk of catching the virus. I mean, it's way beyond that. It's like the risk of people losing their life savings, losing their homes. It's a risk of people losing their cars. It's a risk of economic damage that can't be fixed. Once you've lost your home, once you've lost your car, once your credit is ruined, you won't be buying another house if it's a mortgage, because your credit's ruined for probably a decade or more. And if you're, essentially renting a house, now your credit's messed up, hard to rent another house. If you've been evicted, for example, because a lot of the eviction protections have lapsed. And there are a lot of people that own homes and they're landlords and they're renting homes to people, and that is their income. There are a lot of retirees that own a few houses. They get fixed income every month and they live on that. And in a lot of cases, they're not getting that either. And these aren't just wealthy people. Sometimes these are cases where money's no issue. Other times, for a lot of people, that is their life. That's their retirement fund. They have a few properties, few apartments, and they're getting $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and that's what's paying their bills, and they're not collecting rent. So this is just affecting everybody in deep, long-lasting ways economically that may take a very long time to recover from. So we desperately need this stimulus bill, and we can't really wait 2 or 3 weeks while politicians debate publicly and everybody kind of tries to gain political points. And it just really, it's at a point where it needs to be like, let's help the people of America. Let's forget about the election. Let's forget about politics for a little bit, and let's just come together and save the U.S. economy. And most importantly, let's save American families. Let's help them. Let's help put food on the tables. Let's help them keep, their rent paid, their car payments paid, and some level of income coming in that's sufficient, that's reliable. The worst thing in a crisis is financial uncertainty, not knowing how you're going to pay your bills tomorrow, and watching on the news while wealthy politicians argue about fine points of stimulus bills. Yes, it's important. Yes, it needs to be done right. Yes, it can't be done overnight. I totally understand that. But at the same time, it's been a long time, and now these benefits are expiring and lapsing and deteriorating. And I think we deserve better. And I think we should have a plan now. We should have something signed this week, not in 2 weeks and not next week. So just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Please take a moment to click subscribe, the bell, and all for notifications, and we will talk to you very soon.